Hey folks, welcome back to another video. Import range is the first thing that everyone reaches for when you're looking to connect Google Sheets. I mean, it's free, it's native, and for small files, it works perfectly. But the moment you grow your data, or you need to maybe filter it, merge it, sort it, do some processing over it, or even work with multiple files, everything breaks down. Slow loading, reference errors, and permission nightmares, and the dreaded result to large error. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to solve that problem with Sheetgo. We'll be looking at a real import range alternative that actually scales, that has no formulas, no fragility, and it even works when you're dealing with dozens of files or even sensitive data. So let's get started. Alright, so the first use case that we're going to be taking a look at is a master inventory sheet that contains various SKUs, stock levels, and sensitive wholesale cost information. Now, I would like to send out my vendor a low stock report every day, but they must never see the wholesale cost column. Now, if I had to do this traditionally, I would go about writing an entire import range formula on my own using the query formula and clearing out some details. Now, as secure as you think it is using the formula, it actually isn't. So what we're going to be doing in this use case is basically heading over to Sheetgo and getting started with the workflow. You can get started with Sheetgo with the link in the description. And once you're here, you can come and click on new and blank workflow. Now, once you're in here, Sheetgo gives you a couple of different ways in which you can get started with your first workflow, one of which is typing your automation in natural language and letting AI create it for you. The second one is to go through their existing templates, look at the integrations, etc. Or just go ahead and click on create a workflow, followed by clicking on automation. Now, once we're here, our source is going to be Google Sheets, but it can always be an Excel file for you that you want to import and put it into a Google Sheet. That's also possible with Sheetgo. I'll be leaving a couple of different resources in the description. You can check that out. But once you're in here, they basically want to click on Google Sheets and launch up the picker, where I'm going to be searching for my master inventory. I'm going to select that particular spreadsheet and click on done. Once you're done here, basically selecting the spreadsheet, click on next step. This section is where the work happens, where you'll be allowed to select a wide range of processes. You have filter rows, filter columns, split data. You even have process with AI, where you can put in your own natural language prompts and let AI do the actual processing for you. So the first processor that we're going to be using here is the filter rows one. So I'm going to select filter rows, and you can select the condition type as and for now. And I'm going to be selecting the column D, that's going to be the stock level. And I'm going to say if it is a number less than, and I would like it to be 50 because that's my minimum one. And I'm going to click on confirm. Now, in case you have any other additions in order to filter the rows, you can always click on add condition. Once we'll move on to the next step, and here I'm going to be selecting Google Sheets as my destination. But before that, we need to add another processor that basically filters the columns. So I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to be selecting filter columns, where I would like to drop the wholesale cost column entirely. So I'm going to deselect this. So these are the only 4 columns that are going to be sent over to the next spreadsheet. This is basically my filter columns processor. I'm going to come back here to my destination section, where you can either create a new file or select one from your existing one. It's going to be loading up the picker in the same way. But for now, I'm going to click on new file, where I'm going to name this as vendor underscore low underscore stock underscore report, and that's going to be a Google Sheet type. You can always rename your tab, and once you're done, you can basically click on review automation, where now you can see that the Google Sheet is getting imported here. You're filtering the rows, you're doing some filtering of some columns, and in the end, it's creating a new Google Sheet for you. Now, you can toggle the enable automatic updates to basically set this to say every hour or every day at a particular time, so that you don't need to actually do the transfer of data and it happens automatically because of the automation. You can always select based on schedule, on form submission or workflow run. You can select the frequency, select a specific time, set your standard time zone, and select the days you'd like it to run and click on save. And that's about it. We're going to go ahead and click on finish and run. So here you can see the execution is successful, and I'm going to open up my vendor low stock report. and I can see only the products whose inventory was less than 50 and they've been imported successfully, and my fifth column, that is the wholesale cost column, has completely been removed from this, and there is no way that the vendor can get access to my original column data. So the result that you get here is one clean spreadsheet that updates automatically, no reference errors, no duplicate headers, and no manual cleanup and transfer. Okay, so the second use case that we're going to be looking at is merging regional sheets together. So there are three regional managers, one for the APAC, one for EMEA, and one for North America. And the CEO wants a combined view of all the sales. So normally we would have used an import range formula once again. We would use it in an array merge pattern, and it mostly works until it doesn't, because if one regional manager inserts a new column over here, the whole array collapses into ref error. So the workflow that we're going to be now building with Sheetgo handles all the three problems automatically. So you can just head over to Sheetgo again, and following the same steps that we did, click on new, click on blank workflow, followed by create a workflow and automation, where now we're going to be having three different spreadsheets. There's going to be NA sales, EMEA sales, and APAC sales. So I'm going to click on Google Sheets as my source, and I'm going to search up for my NA sales spreadsheet first. I'm going to select that, bring that in here. You can see there's an add another file feature. I'm going to come in here, put in my EMEA sales spreadsheet. I'm going to select that, click on done. Once again, we have another file to add. There's going to be my APAC sales. So I'm going to put in APAC_sales. I'm going to select that spreadsheet and click on done. And here you can see all of our three spreadsheets have successfully been imported into Sheetgo. We have the NA, EMEA, and APAC spreadsheets ready and good to go. The next thing that we're going to be doing here is basically transforming the data using the merge data processor. So I'm going to click on that. And you don't need to worry about anything. All you have to do is just select which row is going to be your header one and whether you want to remove the headers or not. And which in this case, we don't want to remove the headers, we'd like to keep them. And once we're done, I'm going to click on next step, where now we're going to be looking to set the destination. I'm going to click on Google Sheets. This is going to be a new spreadsheet. And I'm going to say this is going to be my global_sales_dashboard. And you can of course create dashboards with Sheetgo too, where you can put in your data and generate charts, other visuals, etc. And I'm going to name this spreadsheet as Global Sales Dashboard. I'm going to give it a sheet tab name, and I'm going to click on Review Automation, where you can see there are three steps where we are fetching in multiple files. We are then merging it, and then we are putting it into our global sales dashboard spreadsheet. You can of course come here again and set the trigger so that the data is live, updated, and comes in automatically. And once you're done, basically you can come over here and click on finish and run. And in a few seconds, the spreadsheet will pull every row from all the three regions into one tab, one single header, hard values, and no reference risk. And here you can see the workflow execution is completed. And if I open up my global sales dashboard spreadsheet and I come over to Sheetgo Sheet 1, I can see all of my sales from NA, EMEA, and APAC have successfully come in with no extra headers, no repeated values, and it's just perfect. There's no errors, there's nothing that I've had to be worried about. And you can basically build a pivot table or connect it to Looker Studio or chart without anything freezing, and with the automatic updates, the data will keep flowing in live. And there you have it. If you're tired of fighting the import range limitations, it's time to try a different approach. Head over to sheetgo.com, sign up for free, and get started with your first workflow in minutes. I'll be leaving the blog link in the description. You can check that out. If you like this video, then don't forget to like, share, and for more content, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.